is chosen is a real one. Good afternoon, grand rising, or good wherever you're at, whatever time zone. It's your boy, the realest to ever do it. The wolf, King David, whatever you want to call me, you know what I'm saying? Just your brother out here from another mother. And this one's going out to the real ones. Listen, there's a lot of chosen one talk out here. Gotta smash that like button and subscribe. But the problem with that is there are a lot of chosen, but not all the chosen are real. And, a lot of the real ones out here aren't represented because, we are looked at as somewhat like the villain, which we are not. But if somebody wants us to be the villain in their story, we have no problem with obliging. Okay? So we have to talk about those that will go ahead and do what needs to be done and don't worry about how that comes across to other people. A lot of chosen ones have a status they have to maintain. They have to come across nice and good, and that's great, but a real one doesn't bend or put on a mask or a presentation or a code switch, whatever you want to call it, just to go along to get along. To be quite frank, we don't give a damn. And we don't run around telling people we don't give a damn. It's just the war we have. It's straight up not give a damn or farming maxed out. You guys smash that like button. The real ones aren't on here getting enough acknowledgement. You guys taking some of this nature. But we're the ones out here getting it done. We're the ones out here paving the way. We're the ones that make it okay for other chosen ones to say certain things. We're the ones that are the trailblazers. We're normally the ones that are out up front. We're probably your favorite chosen one's favorite real one. You guys smash that like button. The chosen people have to go to someone, and the person that's more likely getting the information directly from God is going to be unfiltered, and it's going to be straight from source. And then the chosen ones get a hold to it and filter it down and, do what they do, regurgitate. But the real ones are out here. Good I said, dude, you guys smash that like button. That's that dude from freaking Atlanta. He's trying to take people out the game over here, flying like he's, I guess all-wheel drive vehicle. Subaru Outback, I guess. So whatever. But the real ones out here, you guys smash that like button. Don't care what you think. The real ones out here are putting out the information the way that they know that God intended it to be presented. And what I'm saying to you, what's going on? Are the chosen ones or just you? Ever heard those people call themselves the chosen ones? God's chosen, that's what they call themselves. I'm speaking about how the real ones are chosen. But, well, listen, all real ones are chosen, but not all chosen are real ones. You know what I mean? So a real one is not going to come off all PG and politically correct and worrying about everybody's feelings and all this he, she, and everybody included, they, them. A real one's going to give you the information exactly the way it's intended, whether it hurts your feelings, whatever. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? Whatever gender you are, whatever, right? Chosen ones don't really do this. Real ones are out here leading by example. Real ones are out here maintaining their frame, being the same person around everyone, and that's what makes you a real one. Not being worried about how you're going to come across to everyone else, just making sure you're being you. It's a hard thing to do, but they do it, and they get it done. What is going on? What's happening? I'm from the Carolinas. You guys smash that like button. I don't see any likes in here. 2:11 on the timer, and I see y'all rolling in. That's how a real one keeps it real. You guys smash that like button. If you're a real one, you're gonna hit that like. If you're just the chosen one or a hater, you're just gonna spectate. Okay? Now, again, really quickly before I go, This video is for the real ones, for those that are out here posting your content, speaking the truth, not your truth, the truth. And they try to ostracize you, shun you. For those that get shadow banned, listen, this is for y'all. Continue doing what you're doing. It's needed. Who cares how many people get the message? Smash that like button. The right 2 or 3 or few or more will get it. And you know what I'm saying? The message will be disseminated, okay? We need y'all to keep it real over this PR movement of chosen one stuff. The realness and being authentic is more important than making someone feel good, making everyone feel like they're of love and light. The truth needs to be spoken as raw as possible. It's just the truth. You guys smash that like button. I wouldn't lie to you. Okay? I might tell you a couple of jokes, but I would never tell you a few lies. Or any. So, listen, you guys, shout out to the real ones. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are doing God's work. You know what I mean? God don't play in the Bible, so he's not going to be all this new age politically correct. So you guys are out here doing what's needed. And even though you get a lot of criticism and a lot of haters, they need that truth. And they're never going to tell you that you're a real one. They're never going to tell you they look up to you. And this is not just for the chosen people out there, just people in general that don't like truth tellers and people that are real and get online and be themselves without putting on a mask, you know, and trying to appear the way that they think that everybody else would like for them to appear, and then calling themselves a real person. That's not anything of the sort, okay? You know, I appreciate y'all. It's great to see people like that continuing to do what needs to be done, especially in this PR, cancel culture, so I meant to say cancel culture type of environment. To see people that, you know, listen, I do this for the passion. I don't do this for the money. I appreciate it. And know that your realness will be acknowledged and the shackles will be taken off because people want authenticity. So if they want that, they're going to have to give it to the people. Salute to the real ones. And again, every real one's a chosen one, but not all chosen ones are real ones. Okay? And if you got offended by this, obviously you're a chosen one. Do better, right? Do the healing that's needed. A lot of this chosen talk is kind of a way for people to make themselves feel like they're better than someone else and throw shade simultaneously. Don't think that I don't pick up on the shade. Hence the reason why I came up with the real one talk, and that way I have something to counteract that. Real ones don't throw shade in their messages. They speak on code. They don't double talk. How are you really a chosen one of God and you double talk all the time? But it's neither here nor there. I appreciate that. Hunt and Hound, welcome to the tribe. I knew you was a real one. You know, only the real ones are going to pop up in this live stream. I knew you was a real one. See, real ones aren't out here looking for validation or approval online. You know, as quiet as it's kept. Truth be told, the chosen ones mimic everything the real ones do. They just water it down and make it to where everyone can, it's malleable to where everyone can take in the information and not feel left out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the real ones, man. If you're shadow banned, you know you're a real one. You know, if the algorithms are suppressing your content, you know you're a real one. If you get trolled on a regular basis, best believe you're a real one, right? If you have haters that have nothing better to do than, you know, study you and try to mimic you, best believe you're a real one. All my real ones, hit that like button. If you're a real one, you're gonna hit that like button. You know, unless you're a hating chosen one in here or just a regular ass NPC with no soul at all, you know, then you're just in here scrolling, or you might be some teenager watching or whatever. You need to get back in class, okay? You guys should not have phones. But you guys smash that like button if you're a real one, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, hey, I appreciate that. Continue to say whatever you need to say in the comment section. Let me tell you something else about real ones. Real ones know that social media is just a place where, some people come on here to express themselves and hopefully build a community and can help others grow and give back. And others get on here and project their childhood traumas, current traumas, and failed relationship energy onto people that have nothing to do with them and think that their words in the comment section would mean something to a total stranger who you do not know, right? So it's cute and everything. Hit that like button. Continue to try to be cute, but remember, I'm a real one. I'm always at the ready. You think I go online just to act like I'm some type of naive fool? No, I come on here, weapons at the ready. I don't come on here with, oh my God, please don't. I come on here with the idea of, I wish you would. Please do. You know what I'm saying? I want all the smoke. I can't get enough. Does that make it clear to you? I hope it does, right? No one said literal weapons. We're online. I want you to go ahead and keep up with me. Figuratively, stop trying to get me flagged, do better, but hit that like button while you're in here. You're still getting part of my time. You guys need to do better. Like I said, I'm a real one. Continue to struggle. The struggle makes you into a better person. Come on. Type faster. Quick. Quick. Can't keep up. Gotcha. Listen, man. I love it. I appreciate y'all. I'll be back on here later. I got to get out here to the golf course and get my walk in. I just completed my course assignment that's been due for a couple of days now. I feel so good. You guys know how it feels when you get done with that schoolwork and it's like, you're like, I want to take a break, but I got this assignment due on Sunday. Let me go ahead and get started on that early as well. Absolutely, absolutely. I just got to be careful what I say. So you go ahead and you type it out to them. Let me go ahead and mod you out here real quick. No, that sounded not sound right. But let me go ahead and set you up with that. Block who you need to, and I can't say certain things or the video get flagged. But you can definitely type whatever you want in the comment section that relates to the message that I'm speaking. You're a real one. You understand. All the real ones are going to understand what I'm saying. If you're just a chosen one, I might hurt your feelings. But understand that that pain you feel for when I say something to you as a total stranger means that growth needs to be made. And that's what we're here for as real ones. You know what I'm saying? So even the chosen ones need to be checked. You guys smash that like button. And that's what we're here to kind of do. And it's not that we're going after them individually. It's just putting out the truth hurts feelings. Anyway, you guys, I appreciate your time. I don't want to hold you. Smash the like button. All my real ones, put real in the comment section with some fire emojis or just fire emojis, or just the, just the one finger, right? If you're a real one, put that one finger in there or drop a comment. Let's get this flowing through the algorithm so we can see more real ones using this as a hashtag so we can make it go viral. And they can also come out of the shadows and also drop the header of chosen one. Sometimes you can't be just a chosen one. The chosen one is the lighter side, the PG side, the PR side. Everyone can be we're here loving. No. But a real one's like, hey, listen, this is what it is. Okay? This is the reality of the situation. This is the world that we live in. Can you handle that? That's what I'm talking about. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Can you handle that? Oh, I can't handle. What are you talking? Oh, you're so mean. Get out of my face. You're not gonna mush nobody, but you're in your head. Out of my face. Man, you can't handle this real knowledge, then you need to get away from me somewhere. Ladybug just flew off. Any of the spiritual folks in here know what that means, right? Understand something. Real ones are in complete connection with everything around them, right? They're tapped in. Even if they're not going outside that much, all of everything is going off. The senses are on 9,000. So you will not outwit them. Whenever you're speaking, they're actually analyzing what you're saying at a high rate and coming up with all kind of reactions to say to you, running those different reactions through their head simultaneously while listening to you, just to have a rebuttal waiting on your ass. It's not what you want, okay? You guys smash that like button. Listen, a lot of people can be chosen, but everybody can't be real. Now, listen, you can level up, but if you're not telling the truth and you're not being honest with yourself, then you can't be a real one. Remember, real ones lead by example. We show them better than we can tell them. You guys, I want you to drop, you know what I'm saying, that one finger in the comment section if you're watching this after the live stream. I want you to share it as well. If you're a real one, let's go ahead and get this started up. Let's go ahead and drop our different ideologies and come up with something solid here so we can push out this cookie cutter chosen one talk and get people out here being real again. You shouldn't worry about being a chosen one. You should be a real one. That way people can't, say, oh no, this, but no. That person's the same way all the time. If you're turned up on 10 all the time, it is what it is. If you're just a quiet person, it is what it is, right? Anyway, let me get off of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all, real ones. Salute to the tribe. More content coming. If you guys make this video go viral, I will make videos that aren't just out here in the live stream, but higher quality, out in nature. I'm out here in the mountains of North Carolina and Asheville. I'll go out to the actual parks, make videos pre-recorded, and then post them as well. But I want to see these videos going viral. I'm trying to go ahead and change the algorithms up and bring some positivity. Real ones know there's too much going on with the division between the men and the women. So we got to do what we have to do to change that algorithm. And real ones have the power to make change. I do it all the time. I'm the one that predicted that women, modern women, will have to approach men 3 years ago, and here we are. So I'm letting you know right now, we have to make a change towards being real, being honest with each other, and real ones don't get easily offended and triggered because they've done the healing. They've done the work. Who's down here talking crazy in here? Okay, well, that's the reason why your message got blocked and deleted. You know, it wouldn't matter if I was Chinese, Vietnamese, or whatever you want to consider yourself. Lakers at 5. Do you understand? You get the reference? Well, I probably went over your head. The real ones will understand. You know what I'm saying? The real ones will understand. Only the truth. Nothing but the truth. Why do these people's skin glow? Why do they seem like they're full of energy? When you tell the truth, you don't have anything weighing on your soul. You're light as a feather. Am I lying? Y'all know that you don't think twice about nothing. You do think about what you say before you say it, but whatever you say is the truth. And there's no need to second guess it or worry about it or how it was taken. Right? We're not cruel. We're not animals. Highly intelligent, but if you're intelligent enough, you come to the realization that these formalities that have been made for no good reason other than to shut people up and not be themselves, so you come off socially awkward and you didn't even have any participation in making these social rules in a social construct. I didn't make this, so why I gotta participate in these fake ass, social norms? Nah. This is what I feel, and I don't feel like wasting time, and I don't feel like talking right now, and I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm not going to explain nothing. And this is the way it needs to be. Your time is precious. Real ones understand that. Life energy is precious. Real ones understand that. You don't have time to be trying to make sure that somebody feels good about what you're saying. If they can't handle what's being said the way that you say it, let them go. Keep it trucking. Arrivederci. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the real ones. Y'all put a 1 in the comment section if you're a real one. We're tired of all this mess out here, man. I'm tired of everybody on the internet copying everybody. If you're a real one, everybody be copying you, and you notice the people that are copying others. You know what I'm saying? Put a 1 in the comment section if you notice other people copying other people. You might not say nothing about it, but you still be like, that's some low IQ mess, man. And when you realize that with all that copying going on, how are we gonna get anything new? You know what I'm saying? Real ones, man. Y'all go ahead and put a 1 in the comment section. Put your finger up, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the tribe again. I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. I could be out here talking all day. I got done with my homework assignment. That's something else about the real ones. Ain't never enough. We can take on as many duties as we want to. We can have as many different sides of us as humanly possible. There's layers to us. And as much as some of these chosen ones and other people want to make it seem like that's something wrong, you are a soul having a human experience. Why in the world would you be one-dimensional? You know what I'm saying? There's multiple dimensions, but they want you to be one-dimensional. Man, we talking real talk over here. Salute to the real ones, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this every day, getting it out the mud. You don't care what nobody think. We don't kiss no butt to get where we need to go. Because guess what? We know when we get there, it's going to make all the difference to know that we didn't have to do anything out of our character to get what we wanted. And that's the way you've been all your life. And that's the reason why you're a real one. It's an aura about you that people can tell that you don't really be lying to get where you need to go. You don't fake it to make it. And there's an energy to that. What's going on with my real ones? I know y'all feeling this, man. I know y'all feeling this, man. I be watching y'all content creators out here. Some of y'all content creators are some real ones, man, for real. I'm not talking about the ones that are going out their way just to get shadow banned, but the ones that are talking that real talk and not worried about it. I appreciate y'all. Everybody appreciates y'all. And for the real ones out in public, calling people out for what it is. The real ones online for calling, you know, different people in these weird-ass communities that want to feel like they are being discriminated against when obviously they're just people that don't want to do what's needed to get what they want. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate the real ones. I appreciate the real ones. Absolutely, my brother. You know it's in the Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? God don't play. He doesn't do things in a way that was ever, I make sure I don't hurt some feelings over here or over here. Hey, this is judgment. This is done. I'm wiping you out and starting over. I got time for this stuff, man. You know what I mean? Just sometimes people want to just get the information and move on. All this fake, you know, subtleties and things that you don't even really believe in, but you're doing it because you think everybody else wants to see that. No, we're not doing that. I like somebody to just tell it like it is. You know, and then when they're done, like, hey, I'm done. You understand? I'm done talking. I got things to do. I appreciate that. I appreciate the information. Why are we being so sensitive? You know, shout out to the real ones, man. But again, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna go to the golf course. Depending on how this video does, we'll go ahead and make more. Remember, if you guys like this video, share and subscribe. I'm talking to the real ones. That's men and women. We're bringing that back together, which the real ones never fell apart. The real ones just sit back watching other real ones. Y'all know y'all be watching me. I'll be watching y'all too. Y'all be just out there doing it what you do, going off on people, putting them in their place in your live streams. I'll be just watching like y'all be watching me like, yeah, that's a real one. That's a real one. Y'all know who y'all are, man. Don't nobody messing with you. People act like they don't know who you are, knowing doggone well they know who you are. They won't act like you don't exist, even though they, you know, take pointers from you and take information from you and start moving like you. But you a real one, you don't really care, right? There's other ones out here just like you, man. You know, we just ain't got to speak to each other. We can just make a video every now and again proclaiming that we're a real one. That's the way that we can communicate somewhat. You know what I mean? That's how Sigma dudes do. Hey, every now and again, you'll have a content creator drop a video saying he's Sigma. You know what he's saying when he say that? That means he aligns with every other person that said that they're a Sigma, especially if they're a black dude. That's how people talk, man. You know what I'm saying? So the real ones out here, we gotta speak, man. We gotta speak up more. Everybody isn't chosen, but every chosen person isn't the realest, okay? Salute to the tribe and the real ones. I want to see that one in the comment section. You guys hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Join the tribe. Ladies, I'm doing this because I care about you, okay? Look, I went through my healing portion of my journey, and I'm a black man, and I know I got to lead by example. I know that we're the representation of God in this realm, so I'm doing that right now. You need to support that. When I start making content, I start making movements. So if you want to support this type of movement where I'm trying to move people closer together, make sure you share, like, and get these videos viral. Let's get this thing back going. Real ones can make change. Real ones can cause influence just by the words they speak. And we know that. So we're very careful what we say. Okay? So I've thought about this. So let's make this happen, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love and light. I'm your brother. You know I love you. You know what I mean? And salute to the real ones. You know what I mean? Salute to the chosen ones as well. You're still doing God's work. But you got to understand, you know, God's about duality, the sun and the moon, right? So if you're a real one, you got that sunny side, but also you got that shadow side. You know what I mean? Everybody know that shadow side comes out. There could be some smoke in the city. Salute to the real ones. I'm out this bitch.